Welcome back, everybody, or welcome if you are new. Today, episode 34 of the career mode. We have not played this in a while now because I was sick during like Christmas and all that, so sorry for no episodes last week, but I've like physically could not do anything. I was like out of it and stuff, so feeling better now at least, which is good. But getting back into this, I did not remember how we did in the last episode or anything because it's been so long. It looked like we finished 7th at not Martinsville, Michigan is what it was. And we're 13th in points right now. We got 3 wins on the year, which is phenomenal. Hopefully we can continue doing well with that. I did look at like upgrades for cars, and I think the next upgrade would be like 980,000 for a newer engine. So that would probably be the next upgrade we can get. Going on to Infineon, our first road course in NASCAR. So going to Sonoma basically, and this should be a good one. We were good in the modifieds at the road course. Let's see if we could do it here in the NASCARs. All right, I'm kind of just gonna go in the qualifying. I did like most of a lap for qualify, like a practice lap basically, but I've blown my engine multiple times hitting the wall, like on the carousel part, like in the back. And I ran a 126, but that's like coming out of the pits and stuff like that. I never got like an actual full lap. So if I can get an actual clean lap and get going from there, we should be really fast, I would think. Like this isn't even one of the laps that is counting yet. So we just have to get around to start our lap in the first place. But there's going to be a ton of tire smoke, I'll tell you that. Just about every corner I'm like locking them up or like checking up a ton or getting down in the first gear, and then that gets me like smoking up a lot. I don't know. It's really weird, but right here is where I have blown my engine twice already. Just going too wide and hitting this wall, I've blown my engine. So that is unfortunate. We need to not do that in the race. I feel like we could either be really fast and win this thing or blow our motor. There's no in between, I think. So I'm going like all or nothing in this thing, basically. So I think that will be pretty quick. I think our tires are going to be super worn out, but I don't know if it's going to matter. I think literally if we just don't blow our engine, we'll be fine. We just need to not get too much damage on the car so I don't have to pay too much. Even going through the grass, there's not that bad, I think. It won't hurt us too badly. And right here, we could dive bomb people a ton. So that should be good for us. But first gear, we're just smoking up the tires everywhere. And now we're about to start our first lap, so we'll see what we can do. Because I know the quick time was like a 124. Wait, our time was just a 124? That actually counted as one of our laps, us getting going from a standstill. I don't know why, but it was. Okay. I don't know what the 124 was for pole, but honestly, this lap should be faster for us anyways. Just because we had like a moving start already. I was kind of taking that first lap a little easy because I didn't think it counted yet. That was a really good corner there. Oh, I overshot that. We're just sliding it in. We're fine. Our tires are going to be so tore up in this race. Oh, geez. I started looking at the tires. We're fine. We didn't hit the wall. At least this isn't like iRacing, and you can go off track and your lap will still count at least. Yeah, our tires are going to be destroyed in this race. I don't know how many laps it is. I'm imagining it's not going to be that many. Hopefully not, for my sakes. I think we're going to have to pit still, which is going to be very interesting. Because pitting here, I don't know when I want to do it. I feel like I want to do it early, just so we don't get caught on pit road from some slow cars. I don't know. We'll see when we're in the race on like how it's going. But second lap, we get a 120. So we're like 4 seconds faster than everybody. That's ridiculous. Oh my, of Jeff Gordon nonetheless. We already had him in the first lap by 4/10. Instead, we're going to get him by 4 seconds there. Almost 5 really. But that's absolutely nuts. So let's get on the Sonoma and see how we can do.
Welcome to the famous Napa Valley of Northern California. One of the few road courses on the NASCAR circuit and one of the best in the world. Infineon Raceway is a beautiful 2-mile track with multiple turns, testing a driver's skill and patience to the ultimate. A true test for drivers is to try and keep their eyes off the scenery and on the competition at Sonoma.
Yeah, I really wish that NASCAR would race here like a little earlier in the year than they do. How many laps is this race? We have 7 in fuel. 15 laps. Jeff Gordon's already getting a head start. What a cheater. But we're going to get right by them anyways. It doesn't matter. And I wish they would race this track a couple months like before they do in real life, because the track always looks like this, dead, like all the grass. There's never any green in it. But if you guys have never seen Sonoma like during its springtime or summer, whenever like it's green here, like right now, I think in real life it's super green there right now. It's ridiculous. So if you guys have never seen it, I'll put a couple pictures here just so you guys can like see what the track would look like all green, and it looks beautiful. I wish NASCAR would race there when it's like that. That would be awesome. But we got out to the lead already. That's a good thing to start out with. I think we're gonna pit kind of early on like lap 5 or something. I don't know when or if we're gonna catch some lap traffic, honestly. We might. But I think we're just gonna pull away from everybody, because we just dive bomb corners a lot more than the AI do. Gordon's actually keeping up with us. I cannot speak already. He's keeping up with us a little bit through those S's, which is good. But like corners like this, they don't have any chance. I can just go so much deeper than them. And nearly spin myself out. And then still gain time on that somehow, which there is no reason I should be gaining time drifting through the corners like that. That is ridiculous. That was a 124.1, which would have gotten us pole by like 7/10 right there, which is nuts. But I figured we'd be fast at the road courses just because we were super fast in the modified road course that ran like twice a season. That helped us out a ton when we raced there. So it looks like we're on our way to our 4th win of the season. Luckily, this schedule isn't like NASCAR's schedule today where they have like 7-8 road courses ridiculously. It's just Sonoma and Watkins Glen back then for this, so I'll be happy with that. I like road course racing in these stock cars in like old games and stuff like that, iRacing and stuff like that with stock cars at least, but no, I don't like that many. 7 or 8 in a season is kind of a little excessive to me. I think they should have like 4, maybe 5 at the most. Like, do Sonoma, Watkins Glen like normal. The Roval's alright, I guess. Don't go to Indy. Indy needs to be the oval. What other ones have they ran? Coda was fine. I don't mind Coda because that's an actual road course. It's not like one that's an add-on to a track, because the Roval is like a decent track to me, but Charlotte's a pretty good race as well. Indy just was not a good road course, like watching it and stuff. Chicago, the street course was pretty good. I did enjoy that race. I don't know if it was because it was raining or SVG winning it and stuff. Like that race was just somewhat entertaining to me. I think it was mainly because of the rain and stuff. But the tight corners and all that made it interesting. Anybody screwing up and stuff really hurting them a ton. But what should be like a 5th one, if any? So Sonoma, Watkins Glen, Coda, Chicago street course, unless they move the street course somewhere else. I don't mind that, I guess, just they're being different. And maybe the Daytona road course, I wouldn't mind that at all. Just because like it has a lot of prestige with like the Daytona 24. It's a well-known track. And until you put that chicane on the front stretch, which is a little ridiculous, but they need to slow them down, I guess. I understand that. But those would be my 4 to 5, and not necessarily have to be the Daytona road course. I think that could stay off, honestly. But the other 4 I do enjoy. But they do have a little bit too many road courses right now to my liking. Because like at some points of the season they have none, and then it seems like they're almost running them back to back, or like 2 and 3 weeks, stuff like that. Like they don't space them out very well. So I feel like it'd be different if they spaced them out better on the actual schedule. Road America was a pretty good one as well, I think. Like that wasn't a bad one when they actually ran there for the 4th of July weekend a couple years ago. I think that was Reddick's like first win in NASCAR, if I remember correctly. But that wasn't a bad one either. Or if they go to like Canadian Tire, something like that, that would be a decent one, I think, too. Like an actual road course. Those are more entertaining to watch to me than the like Roval and stuff like that, and the Indy road course, just because like they're a part of an oval. They're not as good and well fitted for a road race, in my opinion. But enough jabbering, I guess. We're gonna pit this time, I guess, just so I can go get fuel, and I don't have to worry about it for the rest of the race. And Gordon then will probably catch us, which is a little unfortunate, because We'll be back in a little bit of traffic, but I don't think it'll be that bad. And they'll probably be pitting like 5 laps later or something. So I'm going to come in and pit this time. I don't know where pit road speed is for me. I think it's around the... I definitely sped. I thought it was going to be around the bend, like over here, where it'd be like right about there would be the line. But something like that. Oh, wait, no, we don't need 4 tires or anything like that. We don't have any damage. Let's bring the wedge way down because I feel pretty tight. So we're going to have a 15-second penalty as well because I had no clue where the line was. And I thought it was going to be around the corner. So we're definitely going to have a 15-second penalty. But you know what? We need to put ourselves at a disadvantage for this race, honestly. So we'll get back out there in a second. As the black flag goes away, we're back to 10th, 11th. Like, we're not even that far back, honestly. Like, we were already, what was it, like 13 to 15 seconds ahead of Gordon in second already. So I think we'll be fine. Like, because we still got like 10 laps to mess with anyways. And Sterling's coming up on us, who I think is the points leader still, if I remember correctly. But we do still have like 10 laps left. We're going to try to get through some traffic quickly without damaging our car. Because we had no damage on our car already, which was nice. I didn't have to like pass anybody besides Gordon once. And we got by him super clean. Other than that, I'm going to try to take this easy and get by these guys as clean as possible. Just because we do go in these corners a lot deeper than them.
All right, clear right.
Let's not smack the wall over here like I did in practice, because we've been good on that so far. We should be able to get by these guys up here pretty quick. They're kind of, I'm not as fast through the S's as other places, because that's not as much like getting off the throttle and braking. It's more just keeping your momentum, which I'm not as good at, because I feel like the car doesn't rotate too well for me. That's why I try to drop some of the wedge to get it to turn a little easier. This corner we definitely catch up on some, because I kind of roll it a little bit more. I tap the brake a little bit, but not much. And then this corner we definitely catch up a ton. You could see we catch up like a whole second or something like that. However far behind we were on Terry, we got in front of him from it, and our tires are just smoking the entire time. Tire wear is not even a really big issue for us either, which is funny. But he got back by us because we don't have very good getting up the speed gearing, and probably just because we're spinning our tires. But as you see, as we come up the slow down for these corners, they slow up a lot more than we do. And I just damaged my car or something. Oh, no, we didn't, actually. I'm shocked. I thought for sure I damaged my car there. These corners, we definitely take a lot better than them. And then this downhill one, we also take a ton better, because they start braking really early. Might be able to split them and get under Kurt. That was a little sketchy. We spun Kurt there. Sorry, Kurt. You were just a volunteer, unfortunately. I tried to split them and go inside of Kurt. That did not work out very well. I went in a little too hot. But that's okay. There's no cautions in the road course at least, which is nice. We're already back up to 12th. We're going to get by Dave Blaney here going into the final corner, I would imagine, just because we catch up a ton. He might get back by us before turn 1. Was going in a little bit too hot there. Got on the brakes and completely got us sideways. All right, so we're 0.9 behind him. And we're just going to completely pass him before the corner even happens. Trying to modulate the throttle there and not spin out too much. And that was beautiful, actually. That was really good. We should catch Ward and Harvick pretty quick. That was a 1:21.3. That's flying. We still even ran a 1:20.0 in this race, which is nuts.
Stay right.
Or was that our 1:20? I don't know. Was I reading wrong? No, we ran that 1:21. That was what we just ran. Trying to get by these guys without getting too much damage on our car or wrecking them like we did with Kurt. I don't want to wreck everybody. Ward has some front end damage, it looks like. Don't know why, but he does. It's not run over Harvick as well. He has front end damage too, it looks like. Maybe a ton of people just have front end damage from running into the back of one another. I don't know. Oh, probably because of that reason right there. They just braked way harder than they needed to. Please don't give us engine damage. We have engine damage. That's unfortunate. We have radiator damage, though. We have 9% radiator damage. Yikes. So our oil temp's going to get a little hotter. We're not going to be as fast on the straightaways, but that's okay. We have 18% aero as well, which I don't think the aero is going to matter much here. I don't think really any of that's going to affect us too much. I think we got a little tighter from it, actually. It feels like braking. Some of them are coming in the pit lane now, it looks like. So that's going to be getting some spots for us. Where are we going to get up to? 8th, 7th, 6th, 5th, 4th, 3rd. Gordon's right there. That's going to be 2nd. Who is in the lead? Mark Martin by 12 seconds currently. I don't think he's pitted, though. I think he was like the only one who did not pit on that lap. Well, Harvick did not behind us either. So that's interesting. We still have a 5-6 second lead over Gordon now. Almost 7 now. So we still, like, we cut our deficit in half to him from our penalty and all that. So we'll see if we can catch Mark Martin. Don't know if Mark Martin's pitting now or if he's the one that's still out there in front of us. We'll see when we come around the bend, I guess. It looks like he's in the pits because we are catching him a ton and we are passing him for the lead. So we got our lead back. It is lap 8 of 15 going into 9 of 15. We're starting to get into a little bit of lap traffic, it looks like. We got our lead up to 9 seconds on Jeff Gordon, so we're still running quicker laps than them altogether. Ran a 1:22.5 that lap, probably with our damage and all that. But now we're going to have some lap traffic. Don't know if anything else is going to really happen through this race, so if anything does, you will see it. And hopefully we can just finish out this race without blowing our engine. Oh, there's a pit lane on the right there. I didn't even notice that. I've never seen Sonoma with a pit on the right there after the final turn. That is really weird. Because I was just trying to manage my way through all these lapped cars and not run into anybody because our engine's already hurt. Oh, I didn't realize he was going to go wide. But they all started, a lot of them started peeling off right there for a pit lane. I've never seen that in my life. That is so funny and so weird. But I have to go back and see if they've ever really done that in real life because I do not recall that at all. That is very interesting. All right, we're coming around to the checkered flag. It's last lap right here, finishing out the last half lap. It's been pretty boring, just getting through some lap traffic slowly, and did not damage our car at all anymore. Like, if I was going past them and they're just going slow, I just let them go slow until I got to a straightaway or something, or like going into another corner. But we lapped a ton of the field. Like, you could see 5th place, Jeff Burton, is 58 seconds back. We're running like 62, 63 second laps. So he's not that far in front of us, honestly. Did we just damage our car more? No, I don't think we did. But, we're going to have a lot to pay on our car just to fix it in this one. Gordon was 35 seconds back from us. He dominated everybody else, which is crazy, too. Oh, my God, our front end was destroyed. Did anybody else lead laps? I think there was, 15 laps? So somebody led 4 laps, I think. I think it was Mark Martin and maybe Gordon as well, I imagine. So we get the win. That's awesome. Let's see how much money we get. We still get $223,000 out of that race, even after the expenses of $24,000, mainly $15,500 for the repair fees. That's what I was wondering how much that was going to be worth because we damaged a lot. I didn't know if my 2 blown motors in practice were going to mean anything or not, but I guess not, which is nice. But we get our number 4 win on the year. That is awesome. That's going to move us to 11th in points, which is crazy. I think next season we're going to move it up to Legend, like the hardest difficulty. I don't want to do it like mid-season here and be weird. But we'll see how well we could do on this difficulty that we've had throughout the entire career mode so far. And there's definitely a couple tracks that we do very good on that I think Legend will still win on regardless. But I don't know where we're going next. Where are we going to next? In July on a Saturday. Is it going to be Daytona? No, yes it is. It's going to be Daytona. I read Kansas at first, but we're going back to Daytona. Summer race at Daytona. Don't know how we're going to do. We sucked in the beginning of the year, so I'm hoping we could be faster now. All right, looks like we were like a second-ish faster than we used to be. I ran a 48.6, but that's with the draft for like a lap in practice. I think we can hit like in the 49s, like mid-49s maybe. That would still put us top 10. I don't think we have a shot really at winning the race overall because I think our like low speeds like this are super slow. But we'll see what we can do. Hopefully we can have a decent time and starts like at least where we have a decent bit of draft. That's the main thing I'm worried about is having draft, because if we don't have draft then we're gonna fall off for sure. But the draft will definitely help us keep up and make some passes, which will be good. Because in the practice, I caught up to Bobby Labonte. I'm like, okay, so we're pretty quick. And then Sterling Marlin and Kurt Busch were absolutely flying up on me. Nailed me in the rear end, gave me damage because they were going so much quicker. Like, they didn't want to just barely push. They wanted to slam me to get me going, I guess. But then they got by me and then slowly pulled away. So we have decent speed, I would say. So I think we can get like a top 10 finish maybe at this Daytona race, which would be good. Legend difficulty, I think we're going to be way in the back again. But I don't know if I should like bring my gearing differently for 4th gear or not to make us try have more top speed potential or like get more revved out. I don't know. I'm just going to keep it the way we have it currently because it seems to be all right, and I'll worry about it more next time around, I guess. Because in the draft, we're going like 188-ish down the straightaways and like 183 at the low through a corner, I think. So you definitely are much quicker. So I'm not going to hit that record time up there, 48.6. That was in practice. But the last time I had from the 500 where we were really slow, we had a 49.9 as our fastest. And that was probably with a slight bit of draft too, which is crazy. I don't even remember where we finished at Daytona. I think it was really bad, if I remember correctly. I don't think it was good at all, because I thought we might have a shot at it just because, 49.6, that's not terrible. I thought we would have a decent shot because of how the trucks went in the first race of our career in the trucks. We like nearly won it, but we had a speeding, or we took tires instead of just fuel, and that killed our race in the trucks for our first ever truck race. And thought that we would have a shot coming into the Cup Series, but we were just really off pace and slow. So we're still a little bit off pace and slow, but not too bad. I think we'll still be around 10th or so with our time now. We'll see if we improve it at all in this one. Just really try not to turn the car too much. But we'll see. Is this going to be faster than a 49.6? It's a 49.5, so I'll take it. It's not terrible. At least it's an improvement. That's all I could ask for. That's going to put us 8th, and we're going to fall down to 14th. There's still some fast people, I guess, that needed to qualify. But we're not nearly as slow as those guys back there at 54. Damn, that's way off pace. 47.5 by Sterling. And Sterling's held the point lead all year pretty much after doing really well at Daytona. I think he won Daytona, and he's had the point lead all season. So let's see how we can do in this one.
Welcome to the Sunshine State and the birthplace of NASCAR, Daytona Beach, Florida. Since 1959, a driver's career can be made or broken at Daytona International Speedway. The 2.5-mile tri-oval has served as a proving ground for some of the greatest names in racing. 31 degrees of banking in the turns and incredible speeds on the straightaways have led to the inclusion of restrictor plates here. Aerodynamic drafting has become a must-have skill in order to stay with the pack and master Daytona.
Yeah, it's still not as much drafting as it is nowadays, I would say, because like you're literally in the pack the entire time. In this, at least in this game, we're not in the pack the entire time. We'll be in the pack at the very beginning, but then it'll get pretty strung out, I think, from what I remember. Damn, our second gear goes for so long. That's crazy.
Still there.
I thought we'd fall off a little bit because of that or something, but no, we seem fine. Maybe 4th gear is where we drop some. 4th gear. No, we're still moving forward. All right, we're good. We're still in the draft. We're moving forward. Getting by Gordon there. Love to see that. Gonna try to jump up to the outside here. We're going quicker than I expected. I thought we would be like kind of stagnant around where we started right off the start. Sterling already losing the lead. Ward Burton on this outside lane is moving. This outside lane is formed decently. Trying to get going. We're too wide here early on. I'm gonna try to get down in front of Robbie. That worked out. I was really nervous about that. Try and get Mark Martin's draft, maybe push him up some if we can. He's going to be inside Dale Jarrett.
20 to go.
20 laps to go. What do we have in fuel? We have 9 laps of fuel, so we're at the pit about halfway. Close to. All we're going to take is fuel and go for sure. We know that for a fact. That works out best on like most scenarios, I feel like. Most tracks. They're 3 wide through that corner. That's nuts. Very impressive. Love to see it. Try to get up here for Kurt Busch's draft because he's a little closer. We'll have more of a draft on him. Oh, damn, we're hitting 190. Speeds of 190 down the backstretch, which is crazy. That's awesome. Ward Burton is gone. What kind of nitrous does he have in that car? Because he pulled off from the draft like it was nothing. That is nuts. Dude is on something. He's on X Games mode. That's what he's on. That is crazy. I don't know if anybody's going to be able to chase him down. Well, actually, Sterling's up to 2nd now, and he's actually pulling away from the pack, too. He just had a really bad start. Maybe his gearing's weird off the rip, but Damn, Sterling's pulling away as well. Damn, their cars are on something. They got some nitrous in their car. I don't know, because I can't catch this group to save my life now. We're kind of stuck in 8th behind Jeff Burton, Newman, Dale Jarrett. Mark Martin got up in the 3rd, and it looks like he's starting to pull off from the pack. So everybody's starting to get single file and string out a little bit. We're catching up to Burton now, which is good. Jeff Gordon's still behind us. Kind of shocked by that. We're catching Burton with his draft. I'm going to try to slingshot by him here on the inside, hopefully.
Still there.
Try to side draft him a little bit. Get off him. 48-0 on that lap. That is flying. Still not fast like Sterling Marlin stuff, because he was half a second quicker in his qualifying time by himself. So that is nuts. We did not have any drafting help, so I can't get by Jeff Burton. So that's unfortunate. We're going to have to pit at a weird time, I feel like, too. Because we might be pitting by ourselves, honestly, which would be very sad because we won't have any drafting help. That's going to hurt us a lot, I feel like, for our position on the track. Because no drafting help means you're much slower. Because we ran like 49.5 in qualifying by ourselves. We're running a second to a second and a half faster a lap. That's a big time difference being in the draft. Gordon is starting to catch us now, 48.5 there, because we were like half that lap without any draft side by side with Burton. Honestly, probably just staying with Burton now is our best choice, or Gordon's going to get by us, and we try to stick with him the best we can, because he is mobbing right now. So we might fall back to 9th here. Elliott Sadler's back there in 10th. Gordon's trying to get to our inside now. I wish I could look left and see. We do have a carload now. He's starting to creep his way in there. So Gordon's going to get by us here in 3 and 4. I'm going to try and drip down to his draft here. Trying to like make such little movements. I'm like concentrating really hard. Because I really don't want to be like all over the place. I'm trying to like maximize our speed the best we can. 5 laps of fuel left. Probably 4 here in a second.
Still there.
Try not to hook him. So I'm trying to get all the way to his bumper and slightly push him maybe. See if we can't catch up to Burton and stuff a little bit. Try to pull ourselves away from Elliott Sadler and then behind. Hopefully we have like a decent bit gap back some. We can catch on to some people who draft really far back there. I don't know. Damn, Ward Burton is gone. I don't understand. Those guys got so strung out up there, and this is what I was saying about like the drafting not being as big back then, or at least like in this game. Because in this game you get kind of strung out, which is fine. It's not a big deal to me. I kind of prefer this kind of super speedway racing to everybody in a pack all at once, like it is now at least. Kind of like see who has the stronger cars more for top speed and all that. But we're going to be pitting here in a couple laps of time. Probably next lap, I would say. We're kind of just sitting behind Gordon for now. Alright, we're coming to pit this time. We got Terry Labonte behind us that's starting to catch us. We fell off the draft of Gordon just a bit, so we don't have his draft anymore. So now we'll be able to see like the big difference in lap times. But we're coming in the pit. I think it's 55, so I got to get slowed down here. It's not like super crazy. We can get slowed down pretty well here.
Slow down.
Yeah, 55. Speed it up a little bit. Alright, we're good. We need... What do we need? I think a half a can will work just fine. I honestly think it will. Or do I half 14? Yeah, it was only a 21 lap race. We're already on lap like 9 now, so half a gallon will be, or half a can will be just fine. Under 3 seconds in the pits. That's beautiful. 27th. All right, we're not even falling back to last, which is good. We might be able to jump onto some people's draft here and there. Working our way back up to speed. Hopefully we just don't get rear-ended. That's my biggest issue coming up to speed here. I don't want to Kevin LePage anybody. I just want to get out here and get up to speed at least. So now nobody's really behind us. We're good. So we fell all the way back to 33rd currently. We need to get up to speed and start making some passes, and then we'll see what we pan out once everybody pits. Looks like a lot of people are pitting now. Don't know how many. There are actually a lot of people on pit road. That's a good sign. It's a very good sign. Where are we going to get up to, though? A lot of guys coming out of the pits now. 15th, 14th, 13th, and there's still a handful of cars that need to pit in front of us, so we're going to be back up to almost where we were, I think. We were in front of Elliott Sadler, Mike Skinner. Where are they exactly? I'm trying to see which cars they are because I don't know 100% which car they are. I don't know if this black and red car in front of us is on the lead lap. I think he is. I don't know if that is Elliott Sadler. It might be, honestly. I guess the 21 Elliott Sadler. But I think he still has to pit unless he pitted early. And maybe that's why he wasn't behind us anymore and Terry Labonte was behind us. That could be the case. Because, yeah, that's Robbie Gordon on the inside of Sadler. Oh, no, that's a lapped car down here. Or, wait. Yeah, this is Robbie Gordon. Why is he going so slow? Did he run out of fuel? Did Robbie Gordon just run out of fuel? Well, why is he going so slow? I'm so confused. That's 12th at least. But maybe these couple cars in front of us don't need to pit then. I'm not sure. Because I thought Elliott Sadler's car was a car that needed a pit, and he just kept going by, and I guess I didn't realize it was Sadler. So, maybe he pitted before us, which is very shocking. I'm shocked anybody pitted before me. But we're in 12th, kind of just in this little bubble. Rusty Wallace is 0.7 back from us. We might be able to draft with him a little bit and see if we can get anywhere. If not, we might finish 12th, 13th, something like that. How many laps we got left this thing? We got, I keep clicking through it too fast, 13 of 21. A couple more guys on pit road, but I think they're going to be lap down cars at this point. I don't think it's going to be anybody for position, it doesn't seem. The only way we catch anybody in front of us if some of these slower cars get side by side and slow up Elliott Sadler or anybody like that. That's the only thing I can think of. Because other than that, we're pretty much just going to stay in our spot. Rusty's catching us as well, so we might fall back one spot. But that wouldn't be the worst, honestly. Hopefully we can work with Rusty and try to move our way forward for these last, like, 6-7 laps. Ooh, what happened to Mark Martin? He's on pit road now. Maybe he stayed out this entire time or something. That's weird. But we just got 2 laps to go. We just passed Mark Martin in the pits, so that's up to 11th, which is really nice. I guess he stayed out as long as he could for the pits. I don't know. That's really weird because he was the only car on pit road right there. Leader is taking white flag now. That's crazy. So we are very far behind the leader. This is the closest Rusty has actually been to us the entire time. We've been like 0.2 to 0.4 in front of him, like consistently, and about the same exact speed. So really haven't had to defend him off at all. But now we do all of a sudden, coming up to the white flag here at the line. We're so far behind the leader. That's crazy. Like, Ward Burton was the leader for the longest time. Like, in the beginning, I know. I don't know if Sterling caught him or who's in the lead at all. I have zero idea. I'm hoping Ward is up there in the lead just because, oh, maybe Mark Martin's still in the pits, like it looked like. I think he might have blown his engine or something. Maybe he ran out of gas, too. I don't know. That's weird, because he was definitely in, like, the top 5, probably. Because he got up to 3rd early on when we were up there, I saw. But it looks like we're going to be able to hold on to an 11th place finish. I'll take that, and we'll see who ends up winning this. I'm hoping it's Ward Burton, just so Sterling doesn't get another win on the year, and other people can try to catch him in points better. But I think Sterling's going to finish 2nd at the worst, honestly. So if he wins, I wouldn't be shocked either. And this is how we stayed like 2 to 4 tenths away from Rusty the entire time, just getting by those lap cars. I got by him a slight bit quicker than he did, but he's still faster than us overall. But I'll take that. Ward Burton did get the win. Nice. He led 19 laps. I don't know where everybody, who else led laps. Up to 17th was a lap down. That's crazy. But what even happened there? Like, I want to see, what's his name? Did Mark Martin lead laps? Kurt Busch led a lap, and where did Mark Martin finish? He finished 35th, excuse me, I hiccuped. 35th, no laps led, so don't know what happened to him. His engine either blew or he ran out of fuel, one or the other. Alright, getting $130,000 there is really nice. Ward gets a win. I don't know if that's his first in the year. Let's see. He's 13th in the standings, so he's just behind us. That is his 2nd win on the year. Damn. Multiple people with multiple wins back here. It's crazy. And then the top 3 all have one, or top 2 have 1 win. 4th place has a win. Mark Martin just dropped in points a ton from that race, though. That's unfortunate. And Sterling has a almost 100-point lead, pretty much 83-point lead, I think, over Kurt Busch currently. Just Sterling Marlin is just more consistent, getting so many top 5s. But that will be it for today's episode. I appreciate you guys for watching, as always. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the career mode. I'm having a blast running this, and can't wait to do the next one. Where are we going next? We're going to New Hampshire, which I don't know how we'll do, and then we're going into August already, and we'll be at Watkins Glen, so another road course, going back-to-back episodes with road courses. This is what I was saying about them not, like, separating them much. They're so close together and all that, but it is what it is. Hopefully you guys enjoy the career mode. I'm having a blast with it. Next season, we're definitely going to up the difficulty so we don't run through this in 2 seasons of the NASCAR series, because I feel like we could win the championship next year if we kept it on this difficulty, but I think I don't want to do that. I want to make it last like a little longer, get more upgrades on the car, and make it a challenge. So hopefully you guys are enjoying it. Appreciate you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.